I made the biggest decision of my life this year, to pull the pin and try and retire at 50. Financially, yeah, but mindset, not sure. Um, when you start dreaming about that retirement so early and you plan for it and you overwork yourself and you go into survival mode to try and chase that walk on the beach and the phone calls stopped. And it's true, the business phone, all that sort of stuff. That's the best part of this is the phone calls stopped and the messages and the liability of running the boys and payments and the expectations of finding work and all that sort of stuff. I understand that's a blessing, and I'm glad that's part of it. My job's gone. If I ever went back to work, it'd be definitely working for somebody. I'm pretty sure. As much as I love the challenge of business, I think taking all that on board again, full well knowing that if I went back to work, it's only going to be for 2 years or 5 years or something like that. Maybe find some work in a different country, fly in, fly out. After being in such survival mode from 14, 15 years old, just putting food on the table, let alone finding jobs and a job that I can keep, and that survival mode up until you're 50, and then you get to 50 and you pull the pin thinking, oh wow man, I can go to the gym, I can do the walks on the beach, I can mingle with some real cool people and all that, and that's fine. I've done that for 6 months now, and I think having too much time on my hands is starting to affect me a little bit. I heard about this. I heard that I might get bored, and I think with that's being said, yeah, I think I am. I think something's going on in my head that maybe I should have to do something else than drive around and eat food and go to the gym, walk on the beach. I think my wife would probably appreciate it. That bit of time out could probably do us the world of good. I thought coming here at 50 years old, my life would be all plain sailing, like financially it's all good, and the relationship, the marriage was fantastic before we come. But it turns out probably no, probably no. I don't know how to say this. Probably it was better in the West. Bringing an Asian girl home has definitely got its pros and cons. You can love her and dream about her as much as you want, but in her environment and then in the West environment, two different worlds for me. Anyway, that's my opinion. It's really difficult. I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. I just thought because we've been together so long that the relationship would just stay the way it was, and it sort of dwindled. That's not true. If anyone else watching this, chuck in the comments to see if it's. I mean, we haven't separated or nothing like that, but it's definitely taken a bit more extra work. I understand marriages are all about working together and stuff, but yeah, it's starting to come to a head that I'm thinking about working back home or going somewhere just for a break. Not just for the finance would be cool as well, but I think I jumped the gun. I think I did. I think I regret packing up and moving so early, especially to a place where it's still developing. I love Thailand, man, with all my heart. I love Thailand so much, and it's got so much perspective here, and culture and stuff like that. But when you start living here and you start eating and breathing it, and if you're not, a couple of things piss you off on the street, then a couple of things piss you off at home, and then a couple of things piss you off with the accountant or the family trust at home, or someone takes money out of your bank over home for no reason, and it's like, wow, man, wow, like. There's that many scams in the world. Then you see people online bagging the place out. You live with immigrants, the third world countries and stuff like this, and I'm thinking in my head, no, where I come from was turning third world. We went on looked at a car before we come here at a place called Woodridge at night time, and I tell you, I'm not scared of much, but I tell you, I was scared to get out of the car. That wasn't the Australia I knew, and we spent like 3 years or something like that in Deer Park in Melbourne as well. And my wife couldn't walk across the park. The neighbours said she'll get things will happen to her. She can't go there with the baby by herself. Like, it's not safe. And then they go on about Asia, and I don't know. Everyone's got a survival mode, but I guess my survival mode's kicking in. Today's Father's Day in Thailand, and it's a day to remember him, and fathers all around the world, I guess. So if you're watching this, happy Father's Day from Thailand. Anyway, hope everyone enjoys their day, and peace out from Thailand. Survival mode. Don't retire too early. Even if you're financial out, you get bored pretty quick. I'm wondering what to do. I'm really wondering what to do with my life now. Anyway, peace out. Love you, YouTube.